Welcome back to the Mayorverse, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Mayor Reynolds, aka Midnight Mayor here, coming at you with another Deadrop video. Today we're going to be talking about all the weapon attachments that are in Deadrop Snapshot 5 and what they do, because I think there's a lot of people who probably haven't slowed down to read the text on these or consider what they do, how they affect your weapon. And then we're also going to speculate about future weapon attachments, have some fun about some different directions that Midnight Society can take, things like weapon mods and so on. But before we do that, guys, I just released Midnight is a live-action Deadrop short on this very channel. It's also on Twitter, Instagram. It's everywhere. Check it out. We worked very hard on it. It is inspired by the Deadrop universe, set in the Deadrop universe. A little start of something bigger, I think. And I'd really appreciate it if you guys could watch that video. Let me know what you think of it. Leave a like, all that stuff. So, let's talk about weapon attachments. Alright, the scopes of Deadrop are very straightforward, and they're all very effective. I would say the scope quality in this game, right now the image quality when you scope in, it is very, very good. None of them are too big. You know, like in Apex Legends, some of the scopes are kind of unwieldy and like block a little bit of your view at times. But everything in Deadrop is really good. So we've got, starting with the lowest, a 2x hollow, nice and easy. A 3x reflex. There is a 4x, which this one adds a little bit more of a circular, like you're aiming down the scope. Kind of, this one does restrict your view a little bit more, as you know, as you get higher in effectiveness, you have to balance these out. And then there is the sniper scope, which is an 8x scope. So right now in Deadrop, you can put any of these scopes on any weapon. There is no restrictions whatsoever. You can put an 8x scope on a pistol. You can put an 8x scope on a sniper rifle. Put a 2x scope on a shotgun, or an 8x scope. So it most reminds me of the old PUBG days. We don't know if this is going to change, you know, as the game's development goes on, but right now you can slap whatever you want on a gun. I had a lot of fun using the Magnum heavy pistol with an 8x scope for the pistol-only night. But anyway, those are the scopes in Deadrop at this very moment. And next up we have stocks, and what do the stocks do? Stocks actually decrease recoil. These are what help with recoil control. And these change, there's a variety system, a quality system here from 1 to 4, as the other attachments have. So, for example, stock 1, slight decrease in recoil, can be applied to any rifle or shotgun. Stock 2, 3, moderately decreased recoil. Stock 4, greatly reduces recoil. So this is going to help with your recoil control again. But the DMR and the sniper have special stocks. The DMR Cypher stock can only be put on a DMR, reduces recoil intensity, but increases bullet spread and increases hip-fire spread while increasing fire rate. So there's a bit of a trade-off here. And the sniper stock is very similar. It's a trade-off. Sniper stock reduces recoil intensity, increases bullet speed, so it fires the faster bullet velocity, increases hip-fire spread, again makes the hip-fire a bit worse, but increases fire rate. All right, next up is lasers. There's 3 different lasers right now, and they are not just cosmetic. There is red, green, and blue. The red, as you can see I'm mousing over, slightly increases hip-fire accuracy. The green moderately increases hip-fire accuracy, and the blue greatly increases hip-fire accuracy. So your blue laser is the best gun to have for hip-fire. You're going to want to put the blue laser on stuff like your SMGs, your shotguns, most likely even an auto pistol, which you can use very close up. The guns that you're most likely going to be firing from the hip. Of course, you can put it on any gun, but you're probably going to be better served on something like the LMG, which right now is insanely powerful from the hip. You can shoot this thing for days. It's very accurate from the hip, especially with a blue laser. I think it's probably going to get nerfed, but right now it's very, very, very good. Okay, then we have barrels. And barrels, as you can see by the weapon description here, increase muzzle velocity. And these can be applied to any weapon right now. They are universal. There's 4 different qualities, like the other categories as well. But you can put them, there's not, you know, a barrel for an AR, a barrel for the pistols, a barrel for the shotguns. They go on any weapon of any kind, including the sniper. Like I said, this increases muzzle velocity, which that's essentially your bullet speed. So the higher a barrel, the higher quality, so if you have a 4, you have the best, the faster your bullet speed is going to be. If you have a 1 or a none, you know, it's going to be lower. Okay, then we've got your extended mags. This is probably the most straightforward category of attachment, though it has one complication. So extended mags only come in 1 variety per class. So there's 1 pistol extended mag, 1 rifle extended mag, 1 sniper extended mag, and 1 shotgun extended mag. Not a 1 through 4, no color system. Nice and easy. You put an extended mag in your gun gets a bigger magazine, you can shoot more bullets before you reload. Nice and simple, right? Except for one tiny little thing. Right now, the SMG in Deadrop, which is green like the pistols, it would appear, takes a rifle extended mag. Pistol extended mags are a little more frequently found in the world. I think that's why this is right now. I think this is going to change. I'm pretty sure they'll either make SMGs their own category down the road or just fix this, because it is a little weird that the SMG, which appears to be a pistol right now, actually takes a rifle extended mag. But just take note, if you're rocking an SMG, which is a very underrated weapon, I think, by the way, use the rifle extended mag to get it that bigger magazine. And the magazines, the extended magazines in this game are quite significant. They can add a good amount of bullets to your weapon and really help you fight that extra person without reloading. So when you find them, use them. Okay, then we get to a really interesting topic, and this is probably where we're going to do some speculation. Weapon mods. If you go to your, I guess we'll call this gun bench or whatever you want to call it. If you don't know how to do this, when you're in your stash, you hold shift and left click an item, and you can attach attachments this way rather than drag and drop. If you want to see what's in your inventory, what choices you have. Well, virtually all weapons have a weapon mod slot, if you didn't notice. And I happen to have a weapon mod here. They are very, 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 very rare. I've got dozens and dozens and dozens of hours in Snapshot 5. I've only found one myself. So this weapon mod increases fire rate and damage output, but increases recoil and spread. So this is, you know, I would use this weapon mod, for example. It increases your fire rate, you can shoot faster, and does more damage. So I would probably put this on like the sniper, the DMR, something like that, where you're not really going to be struggling with recoil. And right now, the recoil in Deadrop is pretty manageable, I think, especially on mouse and keyboard, but that might increase over time, right? So, weapon mods. This is what this weapon mod does, but I want to speculate here, because they could take these in a variety of directions. They could get really, really, really creative if they want to. You know, could they add silencers to this category? That's more basic, right? But could be add it there rather than a barrel, or will they add a barrel and that will be a trade-off? Silence your weapon, but you won't get the bullet velocity boost. Could we see something like Dragon's Breath, like a mod on shotguns, you know, like incendiary rounds, or do we get slugs? We have a ranged shotgun right now in the game. Do they add like a slug modification where you can shoot your shotgun at more of a range? No pellet spread, but just a straight up slug round. Do we get shotgun chokes, which will decrease the spread of your shotgun shots? Do we get like a digital threat or like a thermal sight? Maybe it won't be a sight or a scope. Maybe that'll be a mod. There's a number of ways that they could take this. And I think this weapon mod slot could allow for some very interesting things in the future with Deadrop's gunplay. Alright, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have questions about any of Deadrop's attachments, or if you want to speculate about what future attachments you would like to see, be sure to leave a comment down below. I will be reading your comments, answering your questions, or I'm curious to read what speculative mods or future attachments you have. Go watch Midnight, guys. We worked really hard on it. It's the live action Deadrop short. It's on the channel, and we've got tons of guides. We've got weapon guides on this channel, movement guides, map guides, every type of guide for Deadrop that you could want. Subscribe to the channel if you want more Deadrop and Midnight Society news. This is the place to be. We won't miss anything. We'll keep you up to date. So, Midnight Mayor out. Thanks for watching. This video is sponsored by G Fuel. Use code MAYOR at any time to get 20% off your order at G Fuel on gfuel.com or the G Fuel app. Just go to the website, select one of their many, many, many amazing flavors in both tubs, cans, G Fuel hydration, whatever G Fuel products you want. Use code MAYOR at checkout to get 20% off. I guarantee you, you're gonna feel hyped when you drink G Fuel. Come watch my streams if you need any more evidence of that. Get some G Fuel today. Use code MAYOR for 20% off. And thanks to G Fuel for sponsoring all of our content.